Let me ask you something. How do you know your parents love you? Is it because they tell you every day? Or maybe because they're always there for you no matter what? Now imagine this. What if, instead of just saying, "I love you," your parents showed their love by sacrificing almost everything for your future? Sounds a bit extreme, right? But for many Chinese parents, this is their reality. In fact, there might not be anyone on this planet who loves their child more than Chinese parents. You might be thinking, well, my parents love me too. And that's true. But let's dive into how love is shown in two very different ways. American versus Chinese family values. Imagine this. You're growing up in China, and your parents are pushing you to study day and night. While your American friend is at the movies with their parents, you're memorizing historical dates or practicing math problems for hours. But here's the thing. This is not just about pushing you for good grades, it's about securing your future. Why? Because in Chinese culture, children are often seen as the next generation's hope, not just for the family, but for the whole community. This isn't some modern-day trend, it's a centuries-old tradition. Let's take a quick detour into history. In ancient China, families followed a deeply rooted tradition called ancestral worship, where the success of the family, especially the children, was seen as a direct reflection of the family's honor and standing. This wasn't just about personal achievement, it was about upholding the family's reputation for generations. Imagine the pressure of knowing that your success or failure would impact not only your life, but the legacy of everyone before you. Now, let's compare that to American values. Family is important here too, but there's a stronger emphasis on individual freedom. Parents want their kids to follow their dreams, sure, but they also want them to figure out what those dreams are on their own. You might be encouraged to be independent, to find your path, and to succeed on your terms. In China, the family is often seen as a collective unit. Success is shared, and so are the sacrifices. Picture this. An American parent might say, "I just want you to be happy." A Chinese parent? They might say, "I want you to succeed for your future and the future of our family." It's not just love, it's duty, responsibility, and respect for the generations before them. Now, here's where things get interesting. While American parents often tell their kids, "Just do your best," Chinese parents might say, "Don't come home without an A." Why? Because passing the exams meant not just personal success, but also a chance for the family to gain respect and move up the social ladder. For many Chinese parents, their children's success represents not just their own effort, but the collective effort of the entire family, even the extended family. For instance, a Chinese mother in a small town might work multiple jobs, sacrificing her own comfort and leisure time, all while funding years of private tutoring and extra classes for her child. Or, in some cases, a father might sell off the family's land or take out loans just to send his child to a top-tier university, hoping that the child's education will be the ticket to a better life. The family might tighten its belt, cut back on essentials, and forego vacations or personal luxuries for years, all in the belief that these sacrifices will pay off in the long run, ensuring their child finds a stable job and leads a happy, fulfilling life. This relentless dedication comes from a deep conviction that the child's future is worth any hardship the parents must endure. In ancient China, success wasn't measured in the same way we think of it today. The most prestigious and respected career paths were often linked to government positions, which were obtained through the imperial civil service exams, a grueling set of exams that tested knowledge of Confucian classics, poetry, and law. This system lasted for over 1,300 years, meaning that for centuries, Chinese families invested incredible amounts of time, energy, and resources into making sure their children excelled academically to pass these exams. If you're interested in learning more about these fascinating ancient Chinese systems, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to dive deeper into these traditions and share more details in a future video. Although the ancient imperial exams are no longer around, the college entrance exam still carries the same weight. The sacrifice is real, both financially and emotionally. For Chinese parents, it's not just about academic achievement. It's about ensuring their children can live a better, happier life, free from struggles they themselves may have faced. And this, my friends, is why I say there may not be anyone on this planet who loves their children more than Chinese parents. But here's the twist. Things are changing. Today's Chinese parents aren't just about strict discipline and sacrifice. There's a new wave of thinking happening. Yes, the pressure is still there, but more parents are also prioritizing mental well-being and happiness. However, cultural shifts take time. The old mindset still holds a strong grip on many families. What about in the US? While you might be given more space to breathe, the pressures are still real, just in different ways. The pressure to find your passion, to make a difference, and to succeed on your own terms can be just as overwhelming. The difference is the context. In America, you're more likely to have a go-your-own-way mentality, while in China, it's often about go the family way. So, what does this all mean? Well, it's not about saying one way is better than the other. It's about understanding the deep cultural roots that shape these behaviors. Chinese parents might seem intense or overbearing, but their love and sacrifice stem from generations of tradition and the belief that success is the highest form of respect. American parents, on the other hand, prioritize individuality but still want the best for their children. And honestly, isn't that the heart of parenting? Wanting the best for your kids, even if it looks different from how others do it? Both cultures teach us something valuable. In the end, whether it's through sacrifice or support, love is universal. Today, we've discussed the different attitudes towards children in Chinese and American families and how these differences stem from contrasting family values. We also explored the historical factors behind China's family values, including the ancestral worship tradition and the imperial civil service exams. Additionally, we looked at how Chinese parents' views reflect their deep love for their children. Finally, we touched on some of the evolving trends and changes happening in modern China. So, what do you think? Are Chinese parents' sacrifices too much? Or is it just another form of love? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you're interested in learning more about the cultural and value differences between China and the US, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.